So we just finished part 4 of Black America After MLK and I Still Rise, and it basically chronicled, from MLK all the way up to present day. Part 4, folks, starts with Barack Obama, and it's so interesting to just like watch things from that time, and it was like the country was like so full of hope, and it really felt like things were changing, and it's so weird to look back on that now from it, Donald Trump's America. Like, how did we go from there to like here? And I think don't I think because all of that hate and racism and everything was still under the surface. I think it just it's just never been dealt with, and I think that's what we see now, and in modern day, I think this is coupled with I watched the documentary 13th on Netflix, which I highly recommend. It focuses on the mass incarceration and for-profit prisons. It just seems that filtering into today, all of these stereotypes and the news media and how they portrayed black people people are still operating on those assumptions today. That coupled with the poorer black communities being very vulnerable and not having many opportunities. And they focus on Katrina, how the government was super slow to act. And it's, I don't think enough is being done to help uplift the poor black communities. And because, there was the rise of black conservatism where they thought that there were too many social programs for the black community. So, and then, Clarence Thomas, the judge, started rolling back those systems. And just after watching the whole series, I feel like there has to be something like, it almost seems obvious that the solution is to like defund not obviously when you say defund the police, that's confusing, but I think reallocating funds from the police to social programs and community outreach and focusing on preventing crime in the first place and education. Like our schools, like our fucking cops are like decked to the fucking nines with tanks and shit, and you can't even get like books in schools. Like, what the fuck is that shit, man? Like, why are we spending all this money? Like, if you look at the military spending too, like the fucking United States must be a fucking imperialistic country because like they're all around the world, all over the fucking place, like spreading democracy, sure. But then like here at home, like our fucking nurses have to wear trash bags and shit. Like we don't even have medical supplies to handle a fucking pandemic. Like all of this money is being spent on oppression, which causes crime in the first place. Like it's insane. And we need to radically shift our perspective and our priorities here in America. And I think that's what we're seeing. The streets are finally starting to say, enough is enough. And that's, after watching the 4-part series and coupled with everything that, all the research I've been doing, it's like, we need a mass reallocation of like wealth. It's the fucking corporate class, man. The corporate, like military industrial complex, corporate oligarchs that are just bleeding everybody dry, and most vulnerable communities are affected. And then you have police like arresting them at like crazy rates because the prisons run for profit. Can you just imagine that for a second? Like, prisons can get money to lock people up. So of course they're going to try to fucking lock people up. And who are they going to lock up? The people that are stereotyped for years and generations of like criminals and bad people. So it's easy because then everybody just has this image that, oh, they're bad communities. I guess they probably deserve that. Like it's fucking bonkers, man. And it's refreshing to see that it's starting to change. I really feel like this is a massive shift in the public awareness, and this really feels different sometimes, than the past, because now states, even small towns, they're protesting about Black Lives Matter. And I really think that as tough as the times are right now, I think that this is an important alchemical transformation of, we have to bring up all of this stuff from the past, and it has to be dealt with. And, yeah, it's like nobody benefits from punishment. It's like there we have to like, and also, yeah, you get arrested and then you get out and then you have like this like fucking stigma, like literally you can't get jobs. Like who hires people that have been arrested before? It's literally on the application and they're going to pass you up. So it's like we're basically like stripping all opportunity from these people once they've been arrested like one time. And it's bonkers, man. Like we have to rethink the mass incarceration system. One, obviously, because it's for profit, and two, we have to there has to be an opportunity for redemption and rehabilitation, because you don't just stop being a human being once you're locked up. It's like, and there are so many people that have done bad things that have gone on to do really good things. And we have to be a society, I don't have the answers, but we have to be a society that allows for redemption and allows for second chances and, allows for change. So that's kind of my thoughts on watching the whole series of Black America since MLK. Thanks for joining me, guys. And yeah, today I screen a different Black history documentary every day on my Twitch, twitch.tv/Cig Neutron.